You already know what this E is. E is WWW. Rikers Island Stories. The founder. Yes, the founder of Rikers Island Stories. Bing, 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 bing. We don't tend to lose for nothing. I swear to God, little homie, there's never been no stunting. We ain't never stunt for nobody. We ain't never front for nobody. We plan on making this thing larger than John Gotti. When we blowing up the party, lighting it up for everybody. She says she love me and she don't wanna see me down. She says she's tired of being with that clown. She says she wake up in the morning. She wake up with a big frown. She lay down with a frown. And she's tired of laying down with a clown. Every day I wake up, shit is stressed out. 4 guns up, 4 guns out. Dudes know what we talking about when we come in this part of town. We getting down. It's the what? Let's set it off. Let it off, you know the big boss, never lost, never will, ready to kill, get ill, manifesting the thoughts in the big breeze. Dudes trying to get down like me, but can't be. See, I've been around for a minute and they never let up. Dudes doing all this talking, when they see me, they shut up. What up? Gang shit, it's popping, it's on the lockout. Ain't nobody do it like us. Dangerous, dangerous, boy. No nonsense content, you heard? What up? They could cut my head off. And I'm still gonna come out, pop out. You heard? What up? No face, no case. You heard? Listen, I'm trying to show you something. You don't need to show your face in order to make content that makes sense. You heard? Facts. You don't need to show your face in order to make content. Facts. I'm trying to show you something. Facts. I'm trying to show you something. Facts. You heard? If you saying something, if you about something, people gonna tune in. It's a podcast. Original podcast was started with no face. All this that you see nowadays is the Breakfast Club, you heard? Facts. But what up, though? Leave in the comments how you feel, what's popping. We'll be right back after these messages. Motherfuckers ain't paying the bills around here, you heard? Cha-pling! I'm only playing. We're here to stay. What up? What's popping? You already know it's Channel 44, the hottest station in the world. We tuned in to New York radio, you heard? This New York radio shit, you heard? East side or no side, you heard? We don't discriminate, we don't dislike the West, but one thing's for sure and 2 things for certain, it's always east side, you heard? The right side, you heard? Where we don't bang, 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 bang to the left, homie, we bang to the right. We do this shit right, precise, like all night. City never sleep, you already know, we crazy trife. Walk around with a gun or a knife, no need to promote violence, but we don't walk in silence, we don't condone violence, but we don't condone, bullery, piecery, motherfucking treason, see. We do this shit for a reason, see, and it don't even matter if it's cold, hot, because the season don't really matter to me. We laugh at these cats. We never fall back on these cats. We fall forward so we can see what's coming towards this cat. Dibbity, 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 do. What up, though? We fucking around, you heard? Gotta make the people laugh so they can feel the wrath of the aftermath. No Dre, you heard? What up, though? It's popping, it's on the lockout. Bushwick in the house, what up? It's Bushwick in the house. Yo, what up? It's Bronx in the house. 183rd, yo, what up? Stand up. Connecticut, stand up. Philly, stand up. Everybody stand up, you heard? Cause sitting down, you ain't gonna make it nowhere, you heard? You gotta get up, you gotta go get it, you heard? It ain't gonna come to you. Shout out to all my people that I have on standby. My bad, you heard? A few things happened, few things occurred. But yo, check it, we back, you heard? We never went nowhere, you heard? We the founder, you heard? We the founders, you heard? We the founders, boy. Shout out to the haters that be in the comments once in a blue like, yo, bro, first of all, I'm not your bro, pussy. Yeah. Yo, bro, fuck out of here. You say, yo, bro. Yo, how can I be your bro? And you coming at me. Ain't no bros, nigga, over here, you heard? Fuck out of here, you heard? Yo, bro. You say, yo, bro. No disrespect. When a nigga start over and he say, yo, bro, no disrespect, it's some disrespectful shit, you heard? Get out of here, shorty. Go to your room, bro. Yo, the worst thing that somebody could do, homie, is give a drunk dude or a high dude a microphone or a phone, you heard? That's the last thing you want to do, B. You want to take all electronics from this idiot, you heard? You want to take all electronics from this dude that's drunk, high, or whatever the fuck he is, you heard? Facto, yo, shout out to that cornballs that got the factos, you heard? Shout out to all the cornball rappers that want to do a podcast show now, you heard? Listen, man, we don't condone buffoonery, soonery, or moonery, you heard? But one thing's for sure and two things is for certain, B. These rappers is out of control, man. Not all of them. Majority, a vast majority of them, bro. So we got one dude over here. We're gonna tune in and we're gonna let you know about it. These dudes want to open a podcast show, but they downing the people that's watching them. Like if you listen real good, one per se, he's saying, yo, these clown dudes that's watching. Prime example, I'm gonna say his name, right? Because I want to give him shine because he needs it. Troy Ave, right? Shout out to Troy Ave, man, you know, because it's not super hate, it's just madness, right? A little upset, a little disappointed in dudes that talk without knowing, right? And don't be aware. To be aware is to be alive, and that means with your own shit, right? You can't call a dude a crackhead. You can't call a dude a dope fiend, and he's pertaining to Joe Button, right? Joe Button, Biden, whatever the fuck you want to call him, right? The dude with the podcast show with three dudes, you know, and shout out to them, man. You know, I understand they got backing, they got money behind them, they got a lot of people behind them. So when dudes make it like that, I don't hate, but I also don't super congratulate because we did it on our own. You know what I'm saying? And I can't say we did it because we not fully there, right? We still got a long way to go. This is like our fucking 37th podcast show. This is not only my only show. This is not the only show that I be on. You understand? I'm a busy little fella. For those of you that don't know, man, you know what I mean? We got a few regular just audio podcast shows, which is like this shit right here. But it's on FM. You know what I mean? It's WWFM radio. So we on the radio, bro. Like, what the fuck? You don't know what's going on? Shout out to everybody that started the Rikers Island Story podcast movement that took and paved the way for us, man. You gotta respect. You gotta give homage. You gotta pay homage. You gotta pay respect so it's due. I said this the other day, man. You know, I said it the other day, bro. I said, shout out goes to the dudes that did the do. You heard? You can't ignore the fact that they came through and they shook the building. You heard? Facts. You know? And I said it, bro. I have no hate in my heart to shout. You heard? Facts. Of course, upset, a little mad. It's human shit. When you hear a story and you're part of the story without nobody saying your name, it's cool. But I said the other day, and I showed respects to them dudes, right? Which was the whole team, even scheme team. You gotta give them respects, right? Because they paved the way for Rikers Island storytelling, and then fell back and did their own thing, which they put aside. If you notice, a lot of people have put aside the Rikers Island storytelling. And somebody said, how many stories could you tell from A lot. When you're not playing your bunk, homie, you know, and Too Real for you, he'll tell you, when you're not playing your bunk, you got stories for days, bro. I got stories I just be remembering like, holy snaps, that's right, oh shit. And then by the end of the day, I forget the whole fucking story. And then I gotta tell somebody like, yo, son, why was I telling you about that? Because it's so much shit, right? That you try to forget about that prison life and jail life. Rikers Island, man, the most notorious jail in the whole fucking world, bro. Facts. So I survived Rikers Island. You survived Rikers Island. A lot of people survived Rikers Island. A lot of people just went through Rikers Island and they snuck through. You heard? They wasn't making no noise. Hey, and that's cool. You don't want to make noise. You know, you want to be a man. You want to get home to your family. I understand all that part. That part is gravy. But there's a part of a dark world that a lot of people were not speaking about. And when these gentlemen came on and told their story, a lot of the world was shooken. A lot of people were upset. A lot of people were not upset, right? So I took it. I was upset a little bit. I'll be real, and at times I'm still upset. But I learned to grow from it, and it made me a better person. And then I seen both points of views. Then I just wanted to hear my shit. Then again, I said, "Well, you're being selfish." It was two sides. It was kind of sort of like that, although they didn't break it down to full extreme because that wasn't their goal. Their goal was to tell their shit, and cool, get it. But what I don't get, it's why other people, and I'm gonna turn purple to I keep saying that so people get it, right? Why in the world would someone come on and say, yo, we started a genre that no one has touched before, and if you tired of hearing this, cool, you could tune off. You can go to your grandfather's house, your grandmother's house, with all respects, and watch cartoons or something. I don't know what the fuck you want to do at this point, but you don't need to be here, right? And it's cool and it's understandable. And bottom line is, we don't need you here. You heard facts. But when dudes is talking about Rikers Island, yeah, one thing is for sure, if I don't pop my face out, you're gonna have a hell of a show, regardless, bro. You're gonna see shit you never seen nowhere, bro. Only on this show. Facts. Believe that. So, podcast and storytelling. When somebody comes on and they say, yo, we touching a genre or we touching a movement that no one has touched before, we opening the doors for those that ain't got a voice, for those that can't speak up for themselves, for the jail movement, for the Rikers Island movement, for the upliftment of the people. Like, really, what are you doing for the people? We go outside, whatever little bit of money we get from the Lockout gang, we split it at times. Facts. Anybody that knows me knows I got 2 videos I'm putting up. I never like to show what we do for the communities or community, but we always do it with an S because we do more than once. And I travel, bro. I travel, buddy. You know why? I remember I used to travel for rec. I was homeless. Yeah, bro. Fucking warpath. People would never think you was homeless, bro. You always looked at clean and all. I was a clean homeless motherfucker. Facts. That's just the way it is. One time I went to apply for welfare because I wasn't feeling well and everything that was going on, I didn't find fair. So I said, let me go get some of this shit. This free money, they say, right? Which is never free because our people are putting in their little chips in that, right? So you're just getting money back that you worked for if you ever worked. And I worked, believe it or not. Little Warpath, I had a CDL license, which is to drive trucks and buses. Now you would say, damn, you doing a whole lot for a nigga that was locked up a whole lot of years. Like, how did you acquire the skills to be so magical and be in 30 places at one time? Well, let me tell you something. Moron, peanut brain. Yeah, never talking to you, the one that's watching right now. So when I say peanut brain, moron, this is not to you. This is to the people that are not probably tuned in, or the ones that tuned in and tuned off. That's them. So I came home, and the little times I was home, oh, mind you, before we skip that whole shit, I had a bid to do, and I had a 4.5 to 9 if I must explain this shit again for the slow podcasting movement. So in that process, you can go outside and you could go to school, which is at that time was vested. I don't know what they call it now, Jaws, G's, whatever, something with a J, I think it's now. I don't know. They change names like crazy because they get sued like crazy and the government wants their money. They figure out a way to ditch that money, pay back. These these big corporations, they sneaky too. They just do white collar shit, you heard? They get 20 months for getting $3.7 million. They still got the money. If it was me or you, we get fried. We'll do 100 years, you heard? But it's a different type of crime shit going on over here, right? It's money shit. So I don't know, maybe we're in the wrong field, man. Let's check it out. But anyway, yeah, I went to Vested, blood. And during the course of Vested, I went to Ferrari Driving Institute, which was in Brooklyn in Euclid. I'll get off on the A train and walk up the block, straight up towards Liberty. If you could picture it in your mind and you know Brooklyn, then you know what I'm talking about. The A-Rap stores right across the street where you buy the loose. Let me chill, because you wouldn't know about that. By the welfare clinic in the corner. Anyway, you wouldn't know about that train station where the building is right there. Anyway, you wouldn't know too much about that. Or taking a cab in the corner of Euclid. Do you know about that? Do you know that? That it pops right there? Like, do you know that? Do you know that area? No, but we from New York, but a lot of people won't know that, right? But you're from New York. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Ooh, nigga, I'm from New York. What up, though? Check it out. So I went to Ferrari Driving Institute, if you want to call it that, with Vinny. Vinny was there at the time, the white chubby dude. For those of you that went to Ferrari Driving at that time, everybody was getting a CDL in the programs, because it's not that you were scared to do a bid. It was that, okay, who's going to be dumb enough not to touch the streets? I was trying to touch the streets, player. So I would go, and instead of doing the full bid, I'll be like, I'll take the program real quick. And I went to school, and I went to Ferrari Driving Institute. There I acquired my CDL, my BP, which was bus and passenger. I got the bus and passenger endorsement, and I kept telling people, yo, you gotta get that. You gotta get that CDL before they dead out people from getting it. You know, I don't know why people ain't coming out and hand the like or the dislike button. You know, even though I delete my lives, most of them, but then I don't leave them on because, you know, people ain't here and like, ain't done. And by the way, for those of you that want to contribute to the cause of the causes of the losses, the link is in the description. You don't got to ask me. Maddie is there. Javi is there. Tonki is there. It's in the description of this video. You hit the link, it takes you right through. If you don't see my awesome face, that's not me. It's PayPal and Cash App is in the link. It leads you right to it. So like that, you don't got to punch it in, because some of those the letter O is not an O, it's a 0 on the Cash App, just so you know. So that's why I put the link, so it take you right to it, and you see my big papa head, and then you know that's me. So anyway, I went to Ferrari Drive, and by the way, and on the top of the page, you hit that link, and that's my Cash App, PayPal. Also, it takes you right directly to my Instagram page and our Facebook page, which we have a Facebook group called Lockout Gang and another Facebook group called On the Lockout. And the regular page is On the Lockout, which is our business page, model page, like for any store, things that we got, like my merch, my book, all that's going to go up there this month. Don't think I forgot you guys. Manny Monte, Manny from Bushwick, I'm coming at you. Never forget you. Never there. You know how we do. We about that workflow. So check it out. Just when I do things, I like to do them right. So I'm doing a bunch of things for Manny, and hopefully I'll finish them up by today or tomorrow morning. So shout out Manny. You already know Bushwick. We in the building. So now I went to Ferrari Driving Institute, and I acquired my CDL, and I was driving trucks and buses all over the world. Could you believe my first job driving was a school bus job on Logan and Atlantic? You wouldn't know about that, though. Right by the Wendy's and all that. Right, around that area. So I worked right there for the school bus company, which was Logan, actually the name. And I worked for them for like about 6 months, because you had to acquire the skills. So they didn't worry about if you ever been convicted of a crime. They worry about if you was ever had a 6-9 case, like with touching KIDS, things like that. So when they sent for your fingerprints to come back, that's when they'll tell you, yo, listen, buddy, we don't need you no more, right? So it's a big game that they got themselves, because after 6 months, when they send to put you in the union, they can't keep you because they Board of Ed, right? But you get to work for 6 months. So this is where it goes, where the honesty, everybody's always honest. I know dudes that went in there and were like, yo, War, they didn't hire me. Yeah, you're an idiot. You told them the truth. The guy's looking at you and saying, bro, if you ever been convicted of a crime, I'm not telling you not to put it. I'm not telling you to put it. He's telling you like right there and then, bro. He's telling you. You ever been to these jobs that they give you like a heads up without telling you straight up, like, I'm not supposed to tell you this? And I'm like, bro, you're an idiot. You told this dude the truth in front of his face, and he's telling you to lie. But he can't straight tell you to lie. Like, if you didn't know nobody that worked for them and put you up on it, you just fucked up. So I already knew that when you go in there, you tell them you've never been convicted of a crime. They find out on their own the charge is like a misdemeanor and a fine, and they never go through with it because it costs them more money to find you and all that than to actually fire you or hire you, if you understand whatever the freak I'm saying, right? So I worked for them. After them 6 months of working for them, I worked for them again. It's crazy. But this time through Maggie Transportation. They got sued and they changed their name. Good morning, lady. They changed their name. I hit you back, lady, Australia. I hit you back with a whole paragraph of basically what goes on the way. I don't know if you got it in the email. Thanks a lot. Stay up. So yeah. So then I started working for them, Maggie Transport. What they did was they had this Puerto Rican lady that was willing to drag her name through the mud and put her name there. And now if they get sued, they sue them under her. So if they get sued, they get sued under Maggie's name. You understand? So I guess they were tired of being sued. So these bus companies, they real slick. 90% of them are based off of ex-convicts. If you know, I hate to use that word, but you know, it's like politically correct shit for the tube. So, or people that been incarcerated, or people that had drug problems. You know, but they or people that had drug, yeah, because people be lying. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know, people come. I'm just getting off topic real quick to jump right back on. People be like, "Yeah, I help you. I'll do this for you. I'll do that for you." The bottom line is, nothing is free in the world, especially when it comes to this social media stuff and learning how to generate an income online. All these pages and all these podcast shows, they'll be like, "Yeah, I'll help you build your whole stream and all that." And next thing you know, the person gets a feeling that you're just willing to give them everything and light up their page like a Christmas tree, and it don't work that way. At the end of the day, everybody charges a fee. Nothing is free. Believe me, he might give you a few pointers here and there, but it's just part of the business side that nobody really sees. But YouTube and everybody knows is going on. They applaud it. They like for it, although they probably wish that everyone would just help each other that way, but it doesn't work that way. Nobody's gonna sit there for hours with nobody and explain to them how to grow on YouTube and all these social media sites without acquiring a few hundred or thousands of dollars. That's why when people say, "Oh, it takes like $4,000 to start your own podcast," they're not talking about the buying of electronics and all that. They talking about the labor. Somebody sitting there talking with you, running down through the whole business aspect of it with you. Like, you know, however you work it out with them. Like I said, Gary V is one of the people that charges over $20,000 just to sit with him for 1 hour. And you're not even next to him. Like, actually, most of the time, it's through streams. And this is a fact. So, anyway, enough with promoting him, right? So, send me the check, Gary. So, anyway, bottom line is, you get to work. I listen. It's a thing like this. I had those few jobs. Most of those companies that are made, school bus companies, is either somebody that used to run around in the streets. A lot of them, if you see the owners, like a big fat dude, with all respect to everybody, his name is Patty. He's like, "Yeah, what's up, man? What are you here for? You got a Class A or Class B? Yeah. What fucking endorsements you got? Yeah, I got hazmat. We don't need that here. I got a gas and all. We don't need that here. You got passengers? Yeah. Hey, yo, Len, get this guy an application." Guy comes, get you an application. Yeah, you can sit out there and it smells like mad cigars. You're in the little booth. It's hot as fucking hell. It looks like they just put it up out of nowhere. Like they paid $90 to set up shop. They got a garage next door. It's filthy as fuck. One dude's moving in all the vans in and out. It's fucking ridiculous. Over in Powell Street, when I went on to work, also, I worked Ambulet for Maggie. Moved on. They got sued. They got shut down. I didn't even think they lasted 18 months. So I went on and I worked for Powell. At this point in my life, I had a CDL, and I would leave a job today and get another one tomorrow. Like, CDL was like the shit. So the little times that I was in the street, I would get like little jobs for 30 days. I'll work, get re-up money or whatever I was doing, and then quit, to be honest. But I was playing around with the CDL, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. If you get a chance to acquire something like that, do not mess it up like I did. I fucked up thinking I was the man and thinking you can't lose something. Like I was the king of the road and like I owned everything. Like, nah, I could turn here. I drive a truck. You're not above the law, moron. Like, you're bugging. So little by little, I started losing my CDL, getting points. I worked around the points. Then there was a point I couldn't work no more around the points. It was crazy. But I just, if you're gonna do it, don't do it to waste your time, bro. It's a great thing. Cops were pulling me over and tight because they tried to pass the test like 3 times and couldn't. They're like, how the fuck you pass this? And I'm like, bro, if I could pass it, any idiot in the world could pass it. You know what I mean? So I studied pretty well. I failed the first time because you take certain parts of the test, then you don't got to take it over. Then you just take what you failed. And that was cool. That helped me out a lot. The hardest thing is general knowledge. And that's